Michael Bloomberg says the plan reflects the city's incredible diversity.
Really
I think it's nice. Did Bloomberg say that?
There are
Wow.
at least 3 French Creole people in America.
Hey, Harold. We're on the air.
Come on.
This reading thing, I'm just getting down, so I love going
ready.
through it.
Willie, well, now you need to pay attention to Willie. He's going to throw you a clip, and then I'm going to ask you about the clip.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Wow.
So sit in your seat. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
This is how we do it.
Okay. Like.
All right. Go ahead, Willie.
This takes some listening, too. There's a little bit of a story here. So Katie Couric, anchor of the CBS Evening News, interviews John McCain last night, right? Listen to the answer he gives, because it's given some controversy about whether or not the surge is in fact responsible for the Sunni awakening, or if the Sunni awakening started before the surge. I don't know.
You just lost 99.9% of the
Well, some,
the what?
To phrase it as Mika would, some would say it goes to John McCain's misunderstanding of what's happening.
Very good.
Here's part of the interview.
Okay.
Senator Obama says while the increased number of U.S. troops contributed to increased security in Iraq, he also credits the Sunni awakening and the Shiite government going after militias, and says that there might have been improved security even without the surge. What's your response to that?
I don't know how you respond to something that is such a false depiction of what actually happened. Colonel McFarland was contacted by one of the major Sunni sheikhs. Because of the surge, we were able to go out and protect that sheikh and others, and it began the Anbar awakening. I mean, that's just a matter of history.
So he says the surge started the Anbar awakening. Now, that clip actually ran on CBS.com, did not run on the Evening News. The clip they ran on the Evening News excluded that part of the answer where Senator McCain said the surge led to the Sunni awakening.
Okay.
Do we have the other clip here, Chris?
To see that,
the condensed
to see the difference
version?
in the editing.
All right, this from the CBS Evening News last night.
Senator Obama says while the increased number of U.S. troops contributed to increased security in Iraq, he also credits the Sunni awakening and the Shiite government going after militias, and says that there might have been improved security even without the surge. What's your response to that?
Senator Obama has indicated by his failure to acknowledge the success of the surge that he would rather lose a war than lose a campaign. Thanks to General Petraeus, our leadership, and the sacrifice of brave young Americans. I mean, to deny that their sacrifice didn't make possible the success of the surge in Iraq, I think does a great disservice to young men and women who are serving and have sacrificed.
CBS does this all the time.
No, you know
They do it
what?
on 60
That's
Minutes.
not CBS policy. They have a very strict standard book.
Let me tell you. And I know a couple of hosts ran this last night, made a huge deal because a liberal blogger picked it up. I will guarantee you the hosts that ran it and were waving their arms had no idea whether the Sunni awakening or the surge began at the same time. They also, anybody that would argue that the Sunni awakening would have survived in El Anbar province without the surge, anybody that would make that argument is so ignorant of the facts on the ground in western Iraq, in El Anbar province, and what the Sunni sheikhs were doing throughout 2007 that they are too stupid to be on TV. So I hope they don't carry that argument much longer, because it is laughable.
Well,
Harold, is there any question that the surge helped the Sunnis in Anbar province stand up to Al-Qaeda?
In short, no.
Absolutely not. It's a laughable assertion.
I mean, I'm not, but John McCain's got a lot of other answering to do. He's got a lot of strategy to lay out, but this you can't deny. I mean, I understand what people are trying to do with this, cutting and splicing this thing up a bit, but it's obvious. Without the surge, we wouldn't be where we are, and we now got to move forward. So I agree with you.
Yeah, whether you're talking about Anbar province, whether you're talking about Basra, whether you're talking about Baghdad. That being said, he gets confused sometimes between Sunnis and Shia. We can talk about that. That's an issue, kind of important. This is laughable. What this is doing, and I'm a little disturbed that we wasted 4 minutes on it, but we had to do it because everybody made such a big deal last night. This was to stop us from talking about the fact that Barack Obama is denying the obvious, which is the surge worked, and he opposed it. So,
I do hope that McCain knows the Mets are in the National League and the Yankees are in the American League.
Oh, he knows that.
That is terrible.